Now heading to the airport with Alex, my lovely fiance. She's taking me there to Kitchener. Now board the plane at 3:25. I hope it goes smoothly. Okay, we just arrived here at the airport. This is my bag. That's it. That's all I'm taking. And this little backpack here. At this airport in Kitchener, the flight, the first 90 minutes is actually free. So, and it was 21 minutes away from our house. So, bonuses all around. Bye, love. Love you. Without a bicycle, I'm just a guy in a weird outfit. The bike shorts. So here it is, the final form of what I call the Challenger Century. And I even paid $1,000 for them to put it on in text. So I think it was a pretty good deal. I have got a pretty heavy load here, but I was able to find a pannier rack after all, which is great, because I don't think I could have done it without it. Got 2 panniers, my sleeping bag that I'll probably only use for one night, and then I cut up a reflective vest. And I've also got this day bag with, on the back I have this huge backpack that I got for $8. So it was a good deal, but I wish I didn't have to carry it. Today I've got a fairly light cycling day. I think it's like 35 kilometers. And I'm just gonna get to it before it gets too hot today. No rain in the forecast, so let's hope that it all goes well. I made it to my camp and it is blazing hot. I set up this sun tarp. And over here, see my tent. I haven't put the fly on because it's just like a death sauna in there. And I'm staying at an RV park. This is my plot. I think there's water there, so I might have some of that. But, ugh, it's so hot. I guess I should have anticipated that. Maybe it's silly, but I decided to reward myself with some food. I thought I'd celebrate before I left my first day and how far I've gotten already, so yeah, there it is. Welcome to a little friend. And let's see, what's the right tool? This would do. And it is starting to get hot today. It is starting to get hot. Still what you might call hand tightened, even though I am using a wrench. Okay, first repair, success. So it's raining a little bit. On my way to my my place that I was gonna stay tentatively, I ran into this group of people, these younger people, and they were selling stuff on the road, like herbs. And they had burdock root and delicious spinach and delicious radishes. Like I got this awesome spinach and I'm just snacking on some oysters, and I'm sheltered here because they offered to let me stay. So here I turned on this road, and so now I'm gonna take a break in this fielded area. Okay, I'm repairing yet another one of these makeshift pannier bolts, and I obviously got maybe too short of a bolt to things. Anyways, I'm gonna fix this, and I'm going to stop taking this remote road. And this is my campground for the night. Okay, I'm at my campsite in Edson Lines, in the town of Edson. And thank goodness, because I'm really tired today. So tonight I'm just enjoying my life by the fire and doing some journaling. Good morning. I'm another tired person today, but that's all right. Today I've got 50 kilometers, apparently on quite a steep uphill to Lake Obed. Here's my campsite at Obed Lake Provincial Park. Here's where I'm camping. Down there is a path to the beach. In the distance, you can see. Hello, I am now in Hinton at the foothills of the Rockies. It's an Airbnb. It's in the middle of a forest. Has an interesting view. So it's just a bunkhouse cabin in the woods. The outside as well. And there's the bunkhouse. The scenic route to Alaska. Here we go. Starting to see some actual nice views here. Although it's a little obscured by the mist, I can make out some altitude and some beautiful forests. Now, I don't know if you can make it out, but in the distance there is the Indian Head Mountain, and I don't think that's a culturally appropriate name, but alright. Jasper National Park of Canada. Here I am, almost at the gate. Here, I've stopped at this stream here that I was told by my host is great for drinking water. That is cold. Tonight I had a nice quiet evening by the fire, reading a book on my Kindle that I brought. Good morning. I just finished camp at Pocahontas, swarmed with mosquitoes all morning. Heading now to the town of Jasper for lunch, and eventually the campground of Whistlers, which is right next door. It wouldn't be proper camping unless there was a heavy rainstorm But hopefully it'll be gone before tomorrow morning. If I have to, I'm willing to stay in my tent for the rest of the day. In my opinion, Jasper is almost kind of like a holy city or something. Just not literally a holy city, but in the look of this temple at the top. Temple-like structure at the top of the mountain. Way off in the distance. So far and so high up there. I thought I'd show you this elk. Yesterday, yesterday there was a huge herd. And yeah, they do not seem to care whatsoever. Valley of the Five Lakes. Dun, 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 dun. Up the road ahead. This outrageously beautiful spot called Sun Waterfall. I just saw a grizzly bear like 10 minutes ago on my bike ride, right on the side of the highway, like literally looking right at me. As soon as I saw it, I was like, ah! And then just pedaled hard and harder. I felt very encouraged by this sign here that I did everything right according to the park guidelines. When I saw a bear, I didn't run. I biked. I stayed with everyone that was on my tour. I kept my food in my vehicle and I stayed in my vehicle. Isn't this an inspiration, this view? Could this be the reason I came out here? It's so beautiful. We've got this beautiful mountain range now opening up away from the forest of conifers over here. I'm the only one on this road. The only one. Oh, there's a car. Here in camp. Well, not really actually a camp, unfortunately, but a rest stop near a waterfall. I could not take it. The climb was brutal and it was killing me, and I felt really dehydrated and hungry. I did do a century today, which is 100 kilometers on a bike. Hello, here I am at the Athabasca Glacier. This is the glacier right now, okay? But before, it used to cover this entire valley and the parking lot up to that hotel. And this only happened in the last 150 years. In the background, you can probably see that little dot there. Well, let's see, I can't. There, yeah, there. That's a bus, a tour bus, trying to scale the glacier. But what a beautiful spot to sit. 10 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday. It's beautiful. You can see it almost looks like an alien landscape behind me. You know, like I'm in some sort of desert. Yes, there's a Starbucks at this place in the middle of the Icefield Parkway. I'm in the Rampart Creek campground now, and I am about to eat lunch. I'm not going to stay here tonight. I'm going to go on to Waterfowl, which is another maybe 2 hours of cycling. Nice lunch spot, eh? Well, here's Highway 11, the David Thompson Highway, my dad's highway. Shout out to my dad. This is your highway. This is the campsite I found myself in. Quite impressive. Now I'm gonna go pay for my site. So, I'm on my way to Lake Louise. Okay, so I made it to Lake Louise. Okay, I'm packing up my tent for the last time in the Lake Louise campground. It's my last day of cycling. This bird is bullying me for my sandwich. It keeps approaching me. It's looking around casually as like I don't notice it. Oh no, there's another one. Oh no. They want my sandwich. I gave this one a little piece of it, and he just wouldn't stop. He kept coming near it. He's like, oh good. A weak human I've found. Oh no. He's ready to attack. Okay. Here I am. Lake Louise. I'm in a bit of a different spot than you might see in the famous pictures. But there's the hotel, the chateau, or whatever it is called. And it's kind of like a zoo or a theme park over there at the main area. Tons and tons and tons of people. And it's a Tuesday. So they're all on vacation, I guess. Lots of people are canoeing. You wouldn't believe what the price is. It's $125 plus tax for 30 minutes of rental. And an hour is $135. You're not allowed to just come here with your own canoe and go for it. You have to do it this way. As far as I know, I just can't imagine how much money they rake in. There's like a lineup over there of like 30 people waiting hours just to do this. And what is it? These canoes, they're probably like $800. They make their money back in 4 hours. Here I am talking about business in this beautiful spot. Typical. I got here through this old, like, abandoned path, and I'm sitting on this rock here. Got my feet in the water. It is icy cold, as you'd expect. Everyone that lives in Canada can see it once in their life, at least. There's some truly terrible canoers on that lake. It's hard to watch. I was almost thinking, you know, if I just held a sign for, what, maybe 20 minutes or something that said, I will paddle for you, free. Just let me into your canoe. I bet people would take me up on the offer. I probably won't end up doing that because it's kind of awkward and, you know, it's kind of weird. Some random guy showing up. I was actually thinking of beckoning people from the shore, like, hey, come here, I'll paddle for you. But again, this is Canada. People don't do that kind of stuff, so I kept it to myself, my idea, and I think I'll continue to. But onwards now to Lake Moraine. And I'm just waiting for my bus anyways, in Banff for tonight at 8:15. So I hope you like my hiking sounds. Here's where I am sitting, right next to the canoe rental dock. And I'm unsuccessfully trying to get in people's boats and guide them in the back, because it's a very windy day here at Lake Moraine. But yeah, it hasn't been a very fruitful strategy yet. because here also the rental costs are $120 an hour. So I thought, hey, I could get in the stern seat of someone's boat, someone's canoe, and basically do all the hard work for them. But didn't have any takers, unfortunately, and I asked a couple people. So I did try, and I'll maybe sit here for 10 more minutes and keep trying.
We are on Moraine Lake in Banff, Alberta, and we're canoeing across the lake. So we're going to try and see Roberta sitting behind me. If I can get my camera to go the right way. Why can't I find Roberta?
Because you're pointing forward. Backwards.
I love it.
Let's flip this video around.
Just push the button.
What button?
There's the button, and usually the bottom right-hand corner that makes it go behind us. Unless the video only works on the front camera, not the back camera.
I used to be able to just like swipe it and it would go. All right. Plan B. I shall turn the camera around, and we're gonna hope we get.
I'm gonna do it this way.
There's Roberta. There's James.
Hello.
Dear God, don't drop it.
Yes, I'm with these two wonderful ladies, Roberta, Elizabeth. I'm out here on the lake. My plan worked after all. Great for me. Great for them, I hope, too. And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. That's all. That's all I have to say. Okay, so I'm back in the parking lot of the Park and Ride near Lake Louise. Got about a 50-kilometer ride ahead of me to get back to Banff in time for the bus. Just wanted to show you this little hack that I put together. It's a solar panel so I can charge my phone as I drive. And so I find myself in Banff, where I end the cycling portion of my trip. And to be honest, I'm quite excited to have a day of no cycling tomorrow. So this trip, it had a lot of high points and some low points. And I'm very glad I did it. I believe that every Canadian should try and see Jasper at some point in their life, Jasper or Banff. I think this region is too beautiful to never see. That's all. I'll try and show you around the city of Banff a little bit. Beautiful tourist district. A stop sign. A cinema. More mountains. Even their back alleys are beautiful. Look at that. I'm waiting for the bus, the 8:15 bus, to go home, well, sort of home, Calgary, with sort of family, Well, they are. Shouldn't say sort of.